Country Show. Written and read by Emily Kiddy. For Alfred and Elsie, love Mummy. In a far corner of East Cambridgeshire lies a small village called 6 Mile Bottom, where a small wooden windmill stands at the top of a very windy hill. This hill is home to lots of animals and is called the Folly. Alfred and Elsie used to live in one of the barns at the Folly when they were very small. Now Alfred and Elsie's Nana Yulie lives at the Folly along with her dogs, Nut, Meg, Fred and Poncho, and a talking parrot called Rosie. Nana Yulie also has lots of horses, including 2 small ones called miniature Shetlands named Misty and Ollie. It was summertime at the Folly, and Alfred and Elsie were helping Ollie and Misty get ready for the country show at Horseheath. First they had to give the ponies their breakfast of carrots and hay. Ollie is a naughty pony and tried to steal the carrots from the sack. Next, Ollie and Misty had to be groomed. Elsie was a little short, so Nan and Yulie had to help her, while Alfred stood on a bucket and combed the pony's mane. Ollie, the naughty pony, tried to tip over his water. He doesn't like being cleaned. Next, they had to go to the tack room to collect the saddle and bridle for the ponies. Alfred and Elsie got on the saddles and pretended to race like jockeys. Now the ponies are ready, they had to be loaded into the big horse lorry. Nana Yulie took her big white Spanish horse called Pretty Boy along with them too. Everyone was very excited to be off to the country show. Even the dogs and parrot joined in for the ride. Alfred liked to pretend to drive the lorry. Soon they arrived at the country show. There were lots of other horse boxes there too. Everybody was comparing their ponies and their horse boxes. There was lots of competitions at the country show for them all to enter. The big speaker crackled, then the ringmaster called all the entries for the gymkhana. Elsie was riding Misty in this competition. Elsie got onto the saddle and rode over to the main ring. Elsie and Misty had to do walking and trotting and then go over a jump. They did very well and the crowds clapped for them. Elsie and Misty rode back to the horse lorry and both had some water. Nan and Yulie got out the picnic, which was full of sandwiches, fruit, drinks and cake. Misty stole one of Alfred's carrots, then Rosie stole Elsie's sandwich. It was quite funny. After lunch, Nana Yulie took Alfred and Elsie to the ice cream van. They all stood in the sun and ate their ice creams. They were having a lovely day. The big speaker crackled again and the ponies taking part in the race were called to the ring. Alfred jumped on Ollie and made his way over to the racetrack. Alfred and Ollie waited at the start line with the other ponies waiting to start the race. On your marks, get set, go, shouted the judge, and off they all went. Alfred and Ollie raced as fast as they could around the track. Finally they made it to the finish line where Elsie and Nana Yulie were waiting for them. Well done, shouted Nana, very proud of her 2 little jockeys. It was the last event of the day at the country show. Nana Yulie was taking part with Pretty Boy in the dressage event. Pretty Boy and Nana rode into the ring while Alfred and Elsie looked after the dogs and parrot. Nana and Pretty Boy paraded around the ring doing all sorts of funny dances and manoeuvres to music. This event is called dressage. Alfred and Elsie thought it was quite funny. They trotted sideways and then went backwards and then skipped to the music. Pretty Boy looked very beautiful and elegant. Soon it was the end of the day, and Alfred, Elsie and Nana rode over to the parade ring to hear the judge call all the prizes for the competitions. There were prizes for the best groomed pony, the best behaved, the best jumps, and many, many more. First, Nana was presented with some beautiful flowers for her being best at dressage. Then Alfred got a rosette for being first in the horse race, and finally, Elsie won a gold cup for being best in the gymkhana. It had been a very busy and tiring day at the fair. They all loaded the horse box and made their way back home. Alfred and Elsie were asleep before Nana even started the engine. The end.